Today I will be discussing mean, median, and mid-range. Mean is the average or quotient of the sum of the values and the total number of values. There is a rounding rule you have to apply when I'm using the mean. The rounding rule means when you have more than one decimal place than the raw data. For example, you would have a data set 30, 43, 48. You would take the mean of that, and the answer would have one more decimal place than your raw data. The steps to finding the mean are, first of all, you add all the values together. Second, after you have found the sum of the data, you divide by the total number of values in the set. And third, then you apply the rounding rule. An example of finding the mean is having a data set of 4, 5, 2, 3, and 4. You add all those numbers together, which gives you a sum of 18. Then you divide by the total number of values in the data set. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you divide 18 by 5 and get 3.6. And it's already rounded to the rounding rule standard, so 3.6 is your answer. So if we solve one of these together, or if the number's larger, so we add all these numbers together. Gives us 333. Then we divide by the total number of values in the data set. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we divide 333 by 10, which gives us 33.3. And remember the rounding rule. You have to round to one number more than the raw data. So our answer is 33.3. Okay. Median is the midpoint of the data array, and the symbol is MD. The steps to finding the median are, first, you put the data in order from least to greatest in value. Second, you find the number in the middle of the data. 3, if there are two numbers in the middle, then you add them together and divide by 2. Here's the first example of finding the median. You have the numbers 4, 5, 2, 3, and 4. You have to place them in order from least to greatest. So you do 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Then you locate the middle number, which would be 4 in this case. I've bolded it. Therefore, your median is 4. Okay, and in this one, you have the numbers 4, 5, 3, 1, 6, and 8. You place them in order from least to greatest, so you'd have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Then you locate the middle number, and as you can see, two of these numbers are larger, 4 and 5. They're in the middle. These two numbers are the median, so you add them together and divide by 2. So 4 plus 5 is 9, divided by 2 is 4.5, which gives you the median. Here's some examples to do the median. I'll write them larger. So you have 23, 31, 34, 34, 44, 55, and 65. And I think that was all of them. Ooh, 38. Yes. So we have these numbers. We have to locate the middle number. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Our middle number is 34. Therefore, our median 34 is the median. As you can see, it's the middle number. Then for this example, we'll put these values in order, which I did on that side too. Put these values in order. We have 66, 67, 75, 76, 88, and 99. Okay? Count over. We have two numbers in the middle. Therefore, we have to add them and divide by 2. So 75 plus 76 is 151. 151. Divide that by 2. Which is 75.5. Therefore, the median middle number is 75.5. And the rounding rule still applies here. So therefore, our answer is 75.5. It would be the middle number, as you can see. Now the mid-range. Mid-range is the average of the lowest and highest values in the data set. And the mid-range is the lowest plus the highest number divided by 2. The steps to finding the mid-range are: first, you locate the lowest number in the data set. Second, you locate the highest number in the data set. Third, you add the lowest and the highest numbers together. And fourth, you take that number and divide it by 2, giving you the mid-range. And here's an example of finding the mid-range. You take the numbers 4, 5, 2, 3, and 4. You locate the lowest number, which would be 2, which I've bolded. Then you locate the highest number, 5, which I've also bolded. Then you add those numbers together, 2 plus 5 equaling 7. Then you divide that answer by 2, giving you 3.5, and that is the mid-range. An example of finding the mid-range, I'll write these numbers larger. These numbers don't have to be in greatest to least order, but it may be beneficial if you do. Okay, as you can see the data, you have 22 being the lowest number and 98 being the highest. So 22 is our low and 98 is our high. So we average 22 and 98 together. It gives us 120 divided by 2 gives us 60. So the mid-range of our data is 60. And there you go. That's mean, median, and mid-range. Thank you.